Hey, you guys, Lizzie J checking in with you guys just to make sure that you're remembering to use this full moon in Pisces energy, that you guys are manifesting, that you are cleansing, that you're detoxing, that you are doing all the things that you need to do to make your life better for you. I definitely have been doing it myself, been journaling, been drinking more water, been burning my sage, my incense, been having quiet time, doing things that make me feel good. I hope you guys resonate with what I'm saying, you understand, and that you're also taking tips and using them in your own life because they're very beneficial. You will find that if you begin to practice these things, that you'll see a lot of great changes in your life. I definitely want to say thank my viewers. Thank y'all for clicking on the video and seeing what it is that I have to talk about, listening to me, receiving the energy that I'm extending to you guys, and just being there. I definitely want to know why I keep saying definitely. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say that this awareness stuff is so difficult sometimes. Like, you can't even do all the things that you used to do once upon a time. Like, once upon a time, you could go out and, date six, seven people, sleep with about two or three, and you be living your best life thinking, you know what I'm saying, like you carefree and like you good. But once you start becoming more aware, you will realize like that's not really the move. Like, wait a minute, screw, like what am I doing? Like, I am definitely doing too much, and it's not always about the sexual transmitted diseases that you can get, but it's about the spiritual transmitted diseases that you can get. Being more aware of the people that you're connecting to, the people that you're allowing in your energy, the people who you allow to even touch you. Now I see, like I've been paying more attention. I remember people used to talk about Kevin Gates and how, he wouldn't let people touch him in interviews and stuff like that. I understand him. Funny enough, he's an Aquarius too. But just understanding how sensitive we really are as humans, it makes me question why, because I'm not the first one to discover this, and all the other people in the world with me right now that's aware of these things, like it's not just happening that people are awoke. I wonder why it's not one of those things that you're actually taught early so you can make better choices. I guess it's governmental control. I guess if everybody really knew their power, I don't know. But I really wish people would wake up and learn that we need to take over our energy, our powers, our abilities that we have. Stop tuning in to so much foolishness. Stop tuning in to all these things that create fear, the things that pour more anxiety in us, in our spirit. Like, you detox that stuff. Turn that shit off. Like, listen to things that make you laugh or things that make you settle, in your spirit, so you can be at your center, so you can have the peace that you need. So whenever you're having interactions with the next person, you're not biting their head off or giving them negative energy. Like, learn how to alter energy. Learn how to, it doesn't matter what go on in your day. It doesn't matter. You can have like as many things happen in a day. I know some things are very, very hard, and it makes it difficult to understand, especially for self. So we try to reach out to others so we can get some understanding, and that's okay too. We can't do it all on our own. However, we are responsible for our choices and decisions that we make. So choose wisely the people that you talk to. Choose wisely the people that you connect with. Choose wisely the people who you sleep with. Choose wisely the people who you decide to marry in this lifetime. It's just it's very, 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 very serious, guys. And I hope more people are really realizing that they need to give more credit to spirituality than making it a demonic thing, or making it something that just because you can't physically see it, you don't believe it. All these different things, it's brainwashing techniques to get you not to tap in. So more people, just think for yourself. You don't even have to take my word for it. Just sit down for a minute and listen to yourself. See what you feel like when you do that. And then get back with your girl and let me know what you think. But I I was just thinking about how what type of person I used to be. What type of person I was 5 years ago. What type of person I was 10 years ago. Oh, much less the person that I was 20 years ago. I'm such a different person now. And, a lot of times people be like, I wish I could go back and have all the knowledge that I have right now at 17. But if I knew everything that I know now at 17, I mean, how much higher can people go? Because I'm constantly climbing myself, and I have climbed a lot. I've been through a lot to get here to this point, but wow, I don't know. Maybe I would be floating on in air or something like that. Maybe I would be levitating up off the ground or something. Maybe that I could possibly do that. Because wow, like if I knew then. Anyway, definitely want to encourage all you guys out there. I want to encourage you to keep fighting, keep pushing through to be the best you, the best version of you that you can come up with, that exists in you. Nothing nobody else told you, nothing that you've experienced. All those things can kind of taint how we feel about ourselves. They'll make us feel like unworthy or less than, or, just full of anxiety. Learn how to release those things. Learn how to scrape them off like, a layer of paint. Learn how to do the work necessary so you can get them layers off of you. So you can get down to the core, the original version of yourself. The original version of yourself before anybody spoke negativity over your life, or before anybody took advantage of you, or before anybody discouraged your dreams, or before like you did dumb things and had to suffer the consequences. Before, like, who is that person? And maybe you'll find them, and maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be a person who just began to create who you are, to create the version of yourself that you want to see. The choice is yours, but make one. Don't stay the same. Don't stay, if you have things that you need to work on, if you have things that you need to change, if you have things that you want to develop and grow, like, do the work. Do the work. Do the work. You should always work on yourself every day. Every day. One thing that I did today that I would consider working on myself is, instead of me like instead of me going out or calling people today, or even like I edited the calls that I answered, you know. But I had more of me time today. I stayed home. I cut my grass. I ate really good. I meditated. I journaled. I drank more water. And I did things that didn't require me having anyone else energy or anyone else here to do those things. And it felt really, really good. While I was doing them things, while I was doing those things, I don't know if it came out like that the first time, but while I was doing those things, I was having so much conversation with myself. And I was looking at parts of myself that I realize I've grown. Things like things like dating multiple people. A little known secret about me. When I was younger, I used to don't put that out there, Liz. Don't put that out there. It's my channel. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I was younger, when I was really, really young, I was a teenager. I used to steal. I used to steal from stores. I used to steal my boyfriend outfits. I used to steal cigarettes. I used to steal. I used to steal my friends' pocketbooks, like not steal their pocketbooks, but I would steal pocketbooks to gift to my friends. Just different stuff like that, right? I'll never forget the last day that I stole something was when me and my sister and my cousin, we was in, I think it was like a CVS or a Refco or something like that. And oh my goodness, we had like this buggy, not buggy. Well, it was oh my goodness, I can't even tell y'all what it really was. But I'm gonna say buggy. But we had this buggy and I had it loaded. I had it loaded. Well, my cousin was with us and she decided that she wanted to collect too. So when we were on our way walking out of the door, the alarm system went off and they stopped us and made us return. When they made us return, they went in all of our stuff. Well, the thing that got us busted was my cousin with a pack of rubber bands that had that little metal strip on it. And the funny thing about it was we were released. It was over I think it was close to $200 worth of things that we had, stolen. They had us in a back room, but the thing about it was in my hometown, like they knew my family, so they was telling us how disappointed like my dad would be to find out like that's what we were doing, and they gave us an option to pay for the items or they would have to call my dad. And luckily enough, my sister, who had been working so hard at McDonald's, she had the money. So she wrote a check and paid for the items. I never stole again. That was it for me. I was so freaking scared, but that was something, and I don't know why. I guess being a kid, wanting things that you can't pay for or whatever, like you want it and you have reasons why you want it, but that's not the way to go. Like, I never stole anything again after that, and always use that as a reference of how my life could have turned for the worse at such an early age. I could have really went down the wrong road with that. But like, to know now, and I ain't knocking nobody, because I know you have a lot of people out here who make a living off stealing, regardless if it's stealing clothes or shoes or meat or or, just whatever it is. People be stealing animals, people be stealing all type of things, cars, like whatever. But that's an energy. It's a low vibrational energy. It's just one of those things that when you're not being considerate and you're not thinking about the repercussions or the effects that the things that you're doing can have on anybody else, it's selfish. It's very, very selfish. But looking at yourself and things that you used to do, I know I probably mentioned, the entertaining more than one person, sleeping around, those things are low vibrational. I remember, I'm a person of research. I'm an Aquarius. I can't help it. And I hope y'all don't get tired of me saying that. I'm going to say it. It's my channel. But we have to have, like, the facts. We have to have the information about things. So we'll do the research. We'll look it up. Whatever we have to do, but we'll get the answers. But I remember once, this was years ago, well, a few years ago, where I was seeing a few guys and a few guys, just like at the same time, like dating them, like I'll hang out with this one today, I'll be with that one tomorrow. Sometimes I would see them in the same day. And what I noticed was, because I'm a person, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a type, but I do realize that the people that I encounter, like, they be on different levels. And sometimes it's been situations where I was with like a boss type dude who was really on his grind. He was really on his money, really being successful. And then dating a person who wasn't as much. And I started to realize that sexually, if you're going back and forth having sex with two people of different calibers like that, like, you can definitely exchange the energy or rub it off or something like that. Because sometimes I would realize that some of, like, the boss type guys, like, they would start experiencing, I don't know, maybe it's like a mental confusion, a mental lapse or something. And then, like, the other guy would start flourishing and thriving. And I started paying more and more attention to that. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, nah, no, you know, like, unless you got boss and I ain't even gonna say bum and bum because I don't really, no, that I don't want that. I don't want that. But it's really, really weird. It's crazy. Sometimes you realize, like, if you sleeping with somebody and they got all this drama in their life, you'll realize that you'll start to have drama. But you may be more qualified and equipped to know how to end the drama. But it's the fact that that wasn't a part of your arena. And because you were mixing and mingling with somebody else who it was, you kind of brought the energy. Same thing. That's why, like, people can tell, like, they've been somewhere else. Like, like, if they give you the little side eye, like, something ain't right here. It's energy. Energy don't lie. Energy do not lie. So everybody think that, their words get over, think that their words are gold or whatever. But if you're very aware and conscious, you'll realize you'll know things that's not even spoken. I don't ask me no questions right now. Like, Liz, why are you sitting there with your head wrap on instead of having your hair done or a nice wig on? Well, because I just didn't feel like it. Okay? Or Liz, why isn't your phone on its stand? Why are you holding your phone? Well, I don't know the answer to that. But yet we're still getting a video done, right? Right. But I love you guys. I hope you are all loving the skin that you're in, learning how to value one another. And I hope you guys are leveling up. I hope you're leveling up. I hope you're taking, I don't care if you get one thing. I don't care if it's just a laugh or a slight thought that would trigger you to have a different thought or another thought. I just want to get on here and share the energy that I have and let you guys know that these energies are so strong. I wonder if everybody feeling them like I'm feeling them, because it's just like a lot of intense energy, but it feels good. It feels a bit more peaceful. It feels like things are changing, like people are changing, like people are growing and leveling up energetically, spiritually. And that's a good thing. That's what's needed. That's what we need to do. That's what we all need to do. Continue doing your work. Know Lizzie J loves you. And take care. Be easy. Clits. We're out of here, buddy.